Hi everybody, it's Anne Lewis, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based on the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland. Today I'm going to do a catalogue walkthrough. So this is the new Stampin' 2023-24 Stampin' Up annual catalogue. And so today I've put a lot of things together which are my favourite products, and hopefully you'll get a lot out of today. So we'll still apologise and say I've still got asthma, so excuse me if I cough. But I've got so much to tell you and I'm so excited because I've put a lot of things together to make it easier for you to understand how the catalogue actually works and how to get the most out of it, and how to get the most out of some of the products, because it isn't sometimes obvious when you see all the dies and the stamps and how they come together. And so I've done a lot of the hard work for you. So hold the line whilst I spin you around, and if you're sitting in a chair, hold on whilst I do this, and give me a couple of secs to sort this out, just so I can get everything in place. So that's looking okay, I think. I don't. Let's see. Now, if you're watching, leave a comment so I know where you're watching from. So this is the catalogue. It's only been released, I don't know, 4 days. Maybe a little different than what my normal style is. Now I've put together a walkthrough to make it a little easier. Now this page is actually, I'm just somehow stopped this. I don't know why. I've given a table of contents to make this a little easier. Now, this is on my Facebook page. You can just print it up and you might find that you can find some of the things a little easier in the catalogue. It's a big catalogue. I can't remember how many pages, 176. So this way makes it a little easier. So I'll throw that back. Now I'm going to walk my way through. I'm not going through every page. I am only going to talk about some of my favourite products, and I'm going to go in order as it sits in the catalogue. So I've already jumped to page 70. That doesn't mean from here that there aren't some amazing things, because I've just found this page, which is Zany Zoo, which I have to say I meant to order, but I forgot to. So this page, so I don't have any products or samples to show you, but I love this, and particularly because the dies give you what I call this theatre look, and you could use it with so many different stamps. And some of the papers in this black background is one of my favourite in this paper. So love this, but I don't have it to show you. So I'm just going to keep going very quickly. It's got these cute stamps, which are just cute. I don't mean cute and not likely. I love them. And it brings in the two new colours, the one new colour of being Lemon Lime Twist, which is my overall colour favourite forever. I'm just checking comments. My favourite sweet, and the very first one, not the first one I bought, because I did get the Fresh as a Daisy and you've seen me talk about it, but was Earthen Elegance. Now, I don't have the designer series paper because somehow it didn't arrive with my order, but I have got it on the way. So this is the papers here, and as you see, they are very earthy. They've got a lot of all of our new colours in it: Copper Clay, Moody Mauve, Pretty Peacock, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, and Pebble Path. So, and I love the samples in this. I love the, I think the colours are what makes this. And it's got some really gorgeous ribbon. And I'll just grab the ribbon. It's probably one of my favourite ribbons ever. And you see it here. I'll just get this out of the way so you can see it on the white. It is so pretty, as you can see when I show it up a little closer. It's called Natural. That's it. So that's a favourite. Now it comes with stamp set and dies, and you can see they're the dies, and that's the stamp set. And I like the sentiment. Thank you. You always know what to say and do. I've got a friend who does always know just what to say and do, and your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. And also, you are proof that there is good in the world. Sorry. And it's got these lovely dies. So I love this. I'm going to call it a palm leaf, but there's a few leaves here. And it's got this texture die. Just these are the vases. So I'll just show you up a little closer. Hopefully you've got your catalogue with you so you can actually see, because I'm on page 70 and 71. But look at these, and I mean, look at these samples. I love this. Really, really love it. I mean, there's so much detail, and there's embossing on it as well. And this, just divine. So, shame I haven't got the paper to share with you, but that's how it is. So the next one that I'm going to show you is the Gone Fishing one. Gone Fishing, Let's Go Fishing Sweet Collection. I've done a lot of work on this one, so just hold whilst I pull it out. So it has a stamp set. Wait a minute, we'll pull this over here. I think I've got to change this up and give us a bit more light. Wait a minute. There we go. Anyway, so it's got a stamp set, it's got some dies. It also has an embossing folder, and it has some designer series paper. Now I'm going to show you, we'll get rid of this so you can see behind. Just slide over out of the way. Now this is what I would call a masculine paper, but so love the colours. So it's got fish. It's a fishing one, as you would expect. But I like the backgrounds. I like the idea. Even like this one, you can't really tell that they're lures. Love this one. This blue one. Such a good masculine paper. Now, I don't know anyone who fishes. Do I? Don't think I do. And I love this. So I love the paper. And as a bonus, where's that first page? Oops, over here it must be. Oh, I've got them mixed up. Anyway, you can use the dies to cut out the fish, as you can see, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Now, leave a comment if there's something here that you really like. Hi, Shelley. Really glad you can make it. Now, so I've put together here something that makes this really easy to understand how it all comes together. So this is the stamp set, and these are the dies. So I'll show you the dies, but this is it all cut out so you can see how many pieces there are. So this piece here is that around there with this one cut out in the center. So I just did that. So this is this piece, which is actually probably the reason I bought the die, because whilst it fits the fish and all the fishing paraphernalia, it would be so useful for so many other stamp sets, because I love that. And I liked also that when you die cut these, you end up with a whole lot of squares that are that size. Perfect for your embellishments. Now, I'll walk you through it. So it's got these great sentiments in it, and there wasn't one of these that I didn't like. But even, you know, like that's a masculine one, and obviously that's a masculine one. But the other ones, we don't have a lot of retirement cards, so it has been really useful. Now, this fish, I'll just bring it down here and I'll bring it up so you can see. It's just two-step stamping. So there's a stamp for the blue and there's a stamp for the wild wheat. Really easy to use, and then I've die cut it. Same here. I don't even know what you call that. A lure. I'm going to go with a lure. There's another lure here. So this is just die cut and no stamping. I have another, going to guess a lure there. These are little weights. Not sure what this is yet. I haven't worked that out yet. Now this is 2 dies. So this one I've just coloured with a marker just to show that you can do 2 colours on this. It's got 2 hooks. Now this is embossed. It's going to be really hard to see that it is embossed, but it's like a wave pattern and embossed. So it doesn't actually cut out the bottom. I've just roughly cut that out. Now this fish is one of the fish cut out from the designer series paper. Another two-step stamping. Wherever I've got wild wheat and also the boho blue, I'm using some of the new in colours, I've done a 2-step stamp. So there's so much in that stamp and I love it. I've got to be honest, even though I'm not a fisher person, I really, really like this. So who knows somebody that does fishing. It did take a little while to think about it, and that's why I put this sheet together to make it really, really easy for everybody to understand how this comes together. That's a 2-step stamp as well. So does anyone know what this piece is here? Let me know, because I'd love to know. So that's the Gone Fishing just going to put that out of the way. So that's the Gone Fishing Sweet Collection. As I said, there was so much in this that I really like, and that one there is really, really so nice. I know, so I'll keep going over. Fresh as a Daisy, I showed you the other night, so I'm not going to repeat it. I am going to give you a little sneak peek of some of the really simple cards that I made using the designer series. Well, that I shouldn't say that I made. Actually, I made most of them except this top one. A friend of mine, Sharon, was down for the weekend helping me last weekend, and she made this one. So look how simple. They're simple, but they look amazing. And this is just the designer series paper from, what's it called? Fresh as a Daisy. Look how easy these cards are, and look how special they look. So certainly the Fresh as a Daisy is one of my favourite sweets, but I decided not to use it, to showcase it today, because I'd previously showcased it. This is probably one of the most important pages, 122 to 123. Has our full colour collection, but there's a couple of things to know. So we have in colours, which rotate out every 2 years. So we've got the 2023-25, which are the new ones, which, in case you're can't remember, Copper Clay, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Pearl. And then last year's in colours, which I won't go over. Then we break our colours into 4 families, being brights, neutrals, regals, and subtles. As you would, as the name reflects, you can kind of pick what colours they would be. Then we have our whites and blacks, etc. But I'll just show you. I'll slide that out of the way, and I'll bring, sorry about the noise, some of the new colours, both core. Well, these are the core colours. So we have Blueberry Bushel. We have Lost Lagoon, Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, Favourite. We desperately needed a beautiful pink. Pretty Peacock, which was always, it's like Lemon Lime Twist, one of my absolute favourites. And then Lemon Light Lolly. So there's some of the core colours. I'm missing a couple. But I'm going to come over to this page, 125, because if you're just starting out looking at the catalogue, this page I think is where all the goodies are. So for the colour collection, we have some, I can't call them bundles, but some collections. Let's just go with that. There's 2 bundles here. So the stamping, the ink pads, and also the refills. So they're 10% off. Now, then there's a whole lot of other things that is happening here as well. So you can buy the Stampin' Right markers in any of our 4 colour families separately. Over here you can buy the cardstock. So you can get 1 of each of the brights, so 20 sheets in a pack, so 2 each of the 10 colours, and they're the codes. So you can do the same for brights, neutrals, regals and subtles. You can do the same for 12 by 12. You can do the same for the bundles, which are the stamp pads, the re-inkers, and then the markers. Then we have the new core colours. So they're the new colours that have been brought in that aren't in colours, but where we've retired some colours and these have replaced them. So again, you can do, there's 11 of these. So you can get the A4 cardstock, 22 sheets, 2 of each of the colours. So this is an easy way for you to start off, see which colours you like before you buy a whole pack. Then here you can get the 12 by 12. You can get the classic stamping pad bundles if you want to, and also the Stampin' Right markers. Now also you can come down here and you can do the same with the ink colours. So these are the 3 important lines. Now I'm going to slide over. So that was page 125. I'm going to keep going over to the deco masks. Now I've done a little bit of pressure on these as well. Now you know I've got a bit of a love affair with masks, and these aren't even new. I hadn't seen them before. I thought they were new when I bought them, but that's okay. Now, so they're called the 4 square decorative masks, and so you get 4. Sorry, let's find something. I'm just looking for my sheet of black. Must have some black here somewhere. Over here. Right, so let's just turn this over and you'll see what the masks look like. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I just did a really rough and quick job doing some samples. So I've just used the new in colours, Moody Mauve, not in colours, new colours. I've got Moody Mauve, I've got Azure Afternoon, I have Pretty Peacock, I have Pecan Pie. Sorry, that's Fresh Freesia. Picked that wrong. Now I did do a double up, but I didn't line them up, I just did them really quickly. Just to let you know, you can combine these, but certainly not the way that I've done them. But it was just a really quick way to show you what the patterns are like. Great for backgrounds for cards. Now, so that's the masks, and they can be found on page, over here on page 136. Now, probably one of my favourite products because they're such good value, because you can use them on so many projects, especially if you don't have too many embellishments, is the Metallic Enamel Effects Basics. So they're here. They're not new, but you don't see them around, and they are so worth it. They're really easy just to do, like a perfect teardrop, but you've got to let them dry, which is what I didn't do there. So copper, silver and gold, and they last forever. So I really like them because if you don't have the right colour, such neutral colours as these work really well. And look how pretty they are. So you can draw lines with them, or you can just do some really simple embellishments. Just see if there's any comments. Hi Margaret, how are you? So these are number 11 on page 137. So if you got your pen out and you're finding some of these that you like. Now the next one, I've got to find them. These were my favourite gems this year because they're pretty. And they're Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. So they are using the new in colours. But I've got to say there's no Lemon Lime Twist on these, even though it says they are. So that's a bit of a mistake. So we've got Pretty Peacock, pretty sure these are tinsel gems, aren't they? Yep, they're 3-pack. So what they've got in the catalogue, oh, sorry, there it is, Tinsel Gems 3-pack. I'm looking at the wrong one. Misty Moonlight, Fresh Freesia and Lost Lagoon. Love these because they've got so much shine and shimmer to them, and they're really going to pop your projects. So I didn't go wild on the embellishments. But I think between those and the enamel dots, they'll work out pretty well. Now the ribbons, I also didn't go wild with because a few carried over. In fact, a lot of mine carried over. So I wasn't short of ribbons. But I did order the sheer ribbon combo pack, which is Bubble Bath, the Azure Afternoon and the Lemon Lolly. Such pretty colours. They're kind of like baby colours, you know, the pale blue, the pale pink and the lemon, but you could use them for so much more. And the other thing, which is so they were on page 143, but the other thing that I really liked was the jute. Love these. These are in the in colours. So these are our new in colours. I'll just go through them. Moody Mauve. Such a rich colour. Boho Blue. Wild Wheat. Copper Clay and Pebble Path. I love these. And I find the jute or even the twine tie so well. And they're such good value. These aren't going to fit in. So I'll throw them over there for the second. They're such good value. You're getting 4.6 metres or 5 yards of each one. So there's 5 in a pack. So that's 25 yards, probably about 22 metres. So coming over, I'm coming to, got to find it. Here it is. The 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Now, just so you can get an idea of how big that is. So that's your circle. Well, there's your circle there. That doesn't shine like that. So I love punches because it makes it so much easier and quicker than die cutting. Dies are perfect for detail work, but just for punching out a circle, how quick and easy this is. So glad they have featured a punch that size. So it's on page 147 up here. Now, I don't have this, but I'm just trying to think what page this is. It's page 52. I do want to show you the monkey. Super cute. if you're like, I think you can do it for anything. Just swinging by to say hello. Bananas about you, little monkey. Great for kids, but it's also good for everything. I think for everybody. And it comes with a punch. So another really easy projects. And it's a bundle. So 10% off if you go with that. Now I'm coming back over to where I was before. Still got a few things to show you. So we're off the punches, and which is the next one? Right, I've got to find my, here we go. Now I wanted to show you, it's probably my first item in the catalogue that I wanted to purchase, which is on page 165, and it's called the Patchwork Pieces. And you can do this. Now, to do this, you can't just swap one side over, because this is, how can I show you? Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. You can't just turn, as you die cut it, you can't just turn the pieces over to get the alternative. You've got to cut two out, but then you get two projects. I'll show you what the die looks like. So I've separated a bit, so that's the die. To keep the circle, to keep the center really neat and tidy, you need to put something in the center, normally a sentiment. And then the other one, so there's two dies for this, is this one here. So I've just separated it so you can see it. I didn't swap it out. I love these. I call them a sunburst pattern. Great for scrapbooking, and also wonderful for card making. And I've always wanted a die that does this. So this time Stampin' Up has come out with it. So it's called Patchwork Pieces. And I'm sure you can see how nice it is. Now I just zipped these up before, so they're not there's nothing special about how I've done that. It was just an easy project. So one of the other dies I bought was radiating dies. Now I haven't cut any pieces out of this, but it just gives you this really nice pattern. And there's three sizes of like a frame. Then there's a circle, a smaller circle. For some unknown reason, I can just see this being a sun, and a gorgeous heart. So the radiating dies, just gotta, I'll tell you what page they're on in a second. So, wait a minute, where are they? I had trouble finding them the other day too. So I may not be able to show you the page. But I also got, and these aren't carried over, but I like them because we lost our stitched rectangular dies. They retired. And these are, I think, such a nice replacement. They leave a decal edge. So a wavy, fine detail one, but they've got all the sizes, and that's what I like. And this makes really good sentiments. So that was another one of my favourites. It's called Deckled Rectangles. I've still got some more stuff here. Now, I was talking about, when I spoke about the Earthen Elegance, it comes with this embossing folder, twisted rope. And I don't know whether you're going to be able to see the detail in this 3D one. Now, this one I haven't sprayed with water, but I would under normal circumstances. How gorgeous is that? I love that. And then the other one that I fell in love with was called Exposed Brick. And I'm hoping that you can see the pattern here. As it catches the light. So it's a very subtle, I did this crooked, but so it's got a little bit of brickwork and kind of like a paint splatter. Love, I always love online. Thank you, Lynette. Now I know. I forgot why I couldn't find them. Thank you for that. So there and on those radiating stitches dies are an online exclusive. Of course, now Stampin' Up is offering some products that are only available online. I'd forgotten that. Now, this is, wanted to say, I didn't mark, oh, it's on page 167 of the catalogue, down in the left-hand corner. Now, there's lots of dies in this. So it comes with a leaf, comes with a flower, comes with a little present and a bow. This is lemon lime twist in case you're interested in the colour. Some little stars and some little hearts. But really the showcase are these sentiments: celebrate, happy birthday, feel better soon, you're too kind. And so I've doubled them up. So I've got the word in white, and then it comes with a backing, like this one here does the lemon lime twist layer, and I just think it pops. And easy as to do a sentiment, really easy. Now I would normally use adhesive sheets to secure, to glue, to adhere the white layer, but to be honest, I just used, because I didn't want to muck around too much, I just used some multi-purpose adhesive, liquid adhesive. Worked really easy. I didn't have any problem with it. But how stunning do these look? Hi Glenda, how are you? So I mean, I think this is going to be one of my go-to products for this year. Now I've got some designer series papers left that I wanted to show you. I think that's kind of it. So I've zipped through. So the designer series paper, this one is called Inked Botanicals. Now the colour scheme in this is Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink and Pool Party. So it's subtles. Sorry. I mean, Lost Lagoon was one of my favourite colours. So we have that and then that. I'll just do this quickly. So this is the Crushed Curry. Now normally both sides, you can use them as a contrast. This is my favourite sheet, I've got to be honest. This one here, the Lost Lagoon Floral. Love it. Some of them are quite dainty. Good for paper piecing as well. This one in particular. Anything that's a really small design, you can use for paper piecing. How nice it is, like this Crushed Curry one as well. And there's the other layer. However, the first one of the 6x6s in my shopping cart was this one. It's the Brights. And I'll just show you what it looks like. So that's one side, there's the other side. So one side and the other side. Love these. This is a Stampin' Up. Do these colour washes so well. Every one of these I really like, and I like the colour scheme. I'll tell you what that is. This is Lemon Lolly. Just beautiful colours, and makes it so easy to match. Got so many projects in mind for these. If you're like bright colours, and even some traditional colours, you will like this. This is your Azure Afternoon. Hopefully I've picked that right. Look at this. Just love it. Like the stars, it kind of gives it, you can use it for kids. This is my favourite. Someone left me a few of those because I loved it so much. So now the colours in this, have I got my background sheet here somewhere? Looks like I'm missing it. What have I done with it? I can't find it. What have I done with it? So I can't tell you the colours other than I'm hoping that I've got them right. So I've got one last product to show you, which is called the Delightfully Eclectic 12 by 12. Now this is a super size pack. It has 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So perfect for scrapbooking, but it is eclectic. And I love that. So I always am a lover of black and white. I'll just keep going so you can see how well they go together. So there's 12 different sheets, but 4 sheets of each one. So here's our bubble bar, in case you wasn't sure of it. How pretty is bubble bar? The thing I like about this, and I think they're pretzels, is it is eclectic. It's got so much. I always like stripes, and I particularly like those stripes. Look at this. You can cut these out. Make words. You can use it as a background, but you can make words out of it. Love this idea. Love it better if there was a little punch that went with it, which I don't think there is. So a ledger paper. Now daisies. Love this paper. Just show you the other side. How pretty is that? I've got a purpose for the daisy paper already. Can't tell you yet. So these are such nice papers. Of course you get 4 of each one. Just perfect for scrapbooking. That's nice. Strawberries. Kind of got a bit of everything. Like a geometric patterns on the back. So whilst I'm just finishing off here, what's your favourite product that I've shown you? Or if I haven't shown you your favourite product, leave a little note in the comments so I know to keep my eye on that. Love this. And this is even pretty. It's like an old style flower pattern, but it's got that black and white on the back. So the thing about the eclectic paper pack, and I'll tell you probably one of its absolute charms, why I always like getting one of the big packs, I will tell you the colours in it. And so it matches with so much. Basic black, bubble bath, Cajun craze, calypso coral, crushed curry, fresh freesia, garden green, misty moonlight, night of navy, old olive, petal pink, and pretty peacock. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So really 1/4 of our colours. So if you've only got a limited cardstock supply, this will do 1/4 of our colours. So something that you have will match with this. So, hi Myrtle, how are you? So I've just asked what your favourite products are and nobody's told me. So leave a comment so I keep an eye out for it, because sometimes even as demonstrators we miss some of the gems in the catalogue because there's so many good products there. And I want to show you one other thing, how I mark my catalogue. Now I haven't done my new catalogue yet, but I just use some post-it notes. Oh, not post-it notes, post-it flags. So they're hard plastic. I just write on them and I place them so I know where to find stuff really quickly, which saves me a lot of time because I'm always going through the catalogue. And one other thing I want to show you, If I can find my catalogue keeps walking under all this stuff. Here it is. Now, I did forget to do this, the embossing folder. So the new ones, the cane weave, which I do have, I'll just put this up. The cane weave was from the mini catalogue, and it carried over. Exposed brick I've shown you. The fern one also carried over. But there's a few others here that I think are really interesting that are new. So I've got the twisted rope. It was a new one, and there was another, the Delightfully Doily Hybrid. So it has dies and also the embossing folder. So that's something that Stampin' Up do really well. I don't have it to show you, but the embossing folders are all on page 168, straight after the dies. And just for those that miss things, the accessories index is on page 173. So I go to here whenever I'm looking for something in the catalogue. And the other thing is we have some Hostess stamp sets. So I'm going to call these moths. I don't think they're butterflies. I don't know what the difference between a moth and a butterfly is. But I'm going to go that a moth has a bigger body, a thicker body. And also this Calm and Quiet stamp set. Now, Hostess sets are cheaper because they're only $25 rather than $42, which these would normally be. And you can only purchase out of your Stamping Rewards or your Host Rewards, however you want to call it. So just hold the line. And something that you may not be aware of, because I don't often or enough explain this to people, is what this little box here at the bottom of page 172. Now it has party sales. I think that's misleading, so I'm going to hide it. If you place an order that is over $250, you actually get 10% Stamping Rewards. So you get another 10%. If you just put in $250, another $25 to buy things that you want. If you put a huge order in, and this could be you combining with somebody else, say for $750, you get Stamping Rewards of 14%, so it goes up, plus you get a 50% off item. And that 50% off item could be off one of the bundles, like all the markers or ink pads. So it's such a good reward. But if you don't know about it, you could be putting in a big order of $249, but then miss out on the Stamping Rewards. So I'm just letting you know that this is a bonus to Stampin' Up customers, and to demonstrators, that you can get Stamping Rewards. Now, it doesn't come back to you in money, it just comes back to you in products, and it has to be ordered at the time of that order. And you get free shipping on Stamping Rewards, which is even more exciting, I think, because shipping adds up on a big order. So if you need any help putting an order in, never hesitate to give me a call. That's what I'm here for, to help you. And that's it. There is so much more in the catalogue, but I did want to I did want to just show you a few little, I suppose, my favourite products, and so that you might look at things a little different. I'm just hoping that you're going to tell me what your favourite products are. Hi, Jan. So Margaret's the circle punch and the deckled edge rectangular dies. Yep, I agree. And also Lynette's the Zany Zoo. I'm going to be getting that in my very next order, which is probably not going to be that far away. Now, if you would like to purchase any of these items in here, they are available from my online store, which there is a link on my website. There's also a link on my Facebook page, and I will drop a link in the description for this video as soon as I finish the video. So thank you very much.